In this video, I'm going to show you how to record audio in UNIFY. As we covered in the Getting Started with UNIFY video, you can easily record your audio by hitting the record button in the top left corner of the mix window. By default, UNIFY will record in stereo, but one of the things that makes UNIFY so great is the fact that it can capture what is known as multi-channel audio. This basically means each sound source has its own separate track. Now, this is particularly useful if you are creating other content with your stream audio and you need to edit your audio in post-production. So first up, let me show you how to set your recording mode to multi-channel. Let's head to the main menu and select Preferences. Then we'll click the Recording drop-down menu and select Multi-channel. Now, when we hit record, we'll be recording each one of our audio channels individually on their own channel. But before we do that, we want to double check the mix that we're capturing on our recording output. Just like you can control the mix for your stream output going to OBS and your chat output going to Discord, you can also control the mix for your recording output, which is basically what is being recorded to your computer from UNIFY. Now, in order to see what our mix looks like for the recording output, we just need to click on this drop-down menu here and select Recording. So what you see in this mix window here is being used for our recording output. Now, in order to hear this recording output mix, we'll need to click the headphone output mix in the bottom left drop-down and select Recording. So now we are looking at and listening to the recording output. We can now make adjustments to our mix depending on what we need. Now, if we know that we only want to record a single channel of audio, let's say the gameplay, we can easily deactivate all other channels just by clicking this cross. Just keep in mind, if you are doing this, your deactivated channels won't be recorded, which might save you time and hard drive space, but it could cause headaches in post-production. So just to be safe, what I'll do is I'll turn a couple of these other ones on and I'll do a bit of a mix here because I know that I want this stuff to be recorded to my multi-track output. Once we're happy with how everything is sounding, we can hit that record button. Now, notice that the timer comes up along with a little flag button here as well. Now, clicking this flag button will place a marker in our recording, and this is very useful for indicating where edits need to be made or skipping forward to important sections of our recording, which can of course be a massive time saver in post-production. Now, these flags are baked into the metadata of the audio files and will be represented in various audio software as lines. Now, to stop our recording, simply click the record button once again. To access our recordings, click the recordings button in the top right of the mixer window up here. Here, you'll be able to play back all of your previous recordings, rename the files, and export them in a variety of different formats. Now, once you hit export, you'll be prompted for an export location. And once exported, you'll see a folder with your individual files in it. Now, if you recorded in stereo, you will see a similar folder to this with a single stereo file inside. But if you recorded in multi-channel, you will see an individual stereo file as well as separate files for each active channel that you had in UNIFY. Now, these files can be pulled into any editing software along with your screen recording and time-synced, ready for editing. And that's how you record multi-channel audio in UNIFY.